Hello, everyone. I'm Craig Colson. Coming up on Good Morning Maine, we'll have an abbreviated version of our show today because of a power outage that we know nothing about. A long one. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Today on Good Morning Maine, a community rallies to support an Ellsworth family.
Good morning. Today on Good Morning Maine, we'll probably have to cut a bunch of stuff. Ryan and I already talked.
From the Great North Woods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose. From the Great North Woods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Hello, everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, a community rallies to support an Ellsworth family that lost their home to fire.
Plus, a new lab opens that will allow Mainers to check their water for PFAS chemicals.
And one of Maine's last remaining paper mills is thriving after finding a niche to keep that business coming in.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us today. Just to let you know, this is going to be a shorter version of Good Morning Maine. There's some kind of a power outage going on. It happened about 10 minutes or so ago here at the station. All the power was out here, so we're on generator. And from what we're hearing, it sounds like it's impacting the general area around here. We don't know what's causing it, but it is causing some problems this morning.
Right, yeah, we're located in Bangor. It seems like it's all the way up to Herman, so let's get right into it. Here's WFVX with the forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. We have alerts in effect. This right here is a winter storm warning up until 7 p.m., including the Bangor area. We also have a winter weather advisory up until 7 p.m. Both of these are up until Thursday at 7 p.m., I'll clarify, with a small craft advisory along the coast, and that is also up until about 7 p.m. on your Thursday. So a lot of these advisories will expire at the same time, as we'll be watching for some snow that'll be moving in soon. We had a little bit of snow moving through last night and early this morning. That is now starting to taper off, so we'll be calm out there and say just a little breezy from time to time in a few spots. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, becoming partly cloudy this afternoon. Temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
Thank you, Devin. Governor Janet Mills signed the supplemental budget into law Tuesday after the legislature overwhelmingly approved the measure last week. It includes $25 million in state and federal funds for long-term care facilities and another $25 million for Maine hospitals to support their recovery from the pandemic. It also includes $6.5 million for small business insurance relief and $6.6 million to support a 1% cost of living adjustment for Maine state retirees. The budget also authorizes the Maine Commission on Indigent Legal Services to boost the pay rate for attorneys representing poor clients.
In the aftermath of a house fire in Ellsworth, members of the community are now rallying around the family to help them with whatever they need. Our Matthew Jaroncic has the story.
Sean Giassi described the moment he rescued his parents from the fire inside their home.
There was so much smoke, and then by the time I grabbed my mom, I couldn't really see.
Ellsworth Fire Chief Scott Gillerot says Giassi's ability to stay calm in that moment was key.
For him to be able to remain calm enough to be able to effect that rescue and get them out of the house says a lot for his abilities.
Giassi's parents were transported to Healthy Acadia's Inspire Recovery Center for temporary housing before the Red Cross was able to relocate them to a motel. Even though the three are displaced, Inspire Recovery Center volunteer Taylor Carney says the three are in very high spirits.
So the older gentleman, he was really sweet. He was really nice. He wasn't too talkative after the situation, but I could tell he was happy to be around people. And then the older woman, she was really sweet. She was really funny. She had jokes the whole time.
As the family goes through these troubling times, the Ellsworth community wants them to know that they have their back.
Our hearts definitely go out to the whole family, and if there's anything that we can do for them, we'll be right here.
Giassi says his family appreciates the outreach and support as they look for a new home.
Just looking for a roof. Like I just need a place to stay. Like it's amazing how much you rely on that, or it becomes just the norm, and then you don't have it.
Anyone interested in organizing support for the family should contact Healthy Acadia's Recovery Resource Navigator Tracy Crossman at 207-460-7237. In Ellsworth, Matthew Juroncic reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
A new lab in Norridgewock focuses on testing Maine's water for dangerous PFAS chemicals, also known as forever chemicals. Maine Laboratories LLC is the first commercial lab in the state approved to test for PFAS in drinking water. The lab is run by husband and wife team Chris and Katie Richards. The lab's estimated turnaround time for testing samples is 2 weeks or less, compared to the 3 to 5 week wait time typically experienced by consumers and state agencies. CEO Katie Richards says their goal is to help the state in addressing the backlog of testing needs that have piled up. For more information on PFAS testing resources, visit mainelaboratories.com.
Bangor's Planning Board has approved plans for a new tiny home neighborhood on Hammond Street. Meeting last night, the board gave its unanimous support to a plan to build 34 properties. The plan is to construct them on the site of an old mobile home park to help deal with the low number of affordable housing. According to the Bangor Daily, if granted final approval from the city, the developers hope to begin construction in the fall and wrap it up in the spring. The monthly rent for the tiny homes is expected to be between $800 and $1,200.
An update now on the potential reopening of the Island Nursing Home in Deer Isle. According to a spokesperson for the facility, the Maine Department of Health and Human Services has issued a conditional license to operate a residential care facility in Deer Isle. The conditional license is due to a laundry list of requirements that still need to be met before the facility can start accepting residents. The board had set a goal to open by July of 2023, but since then they voted not to reopen until $1.5 million was raised to offset 3 years of anticipated losses. The board says that it would be irresponsible to reopen and not have sufficient resources, risking another closure. The board is hoping for financial support from residents as well as seasonal residents of the surrounding communities, along with municipal support to ensure financial stability before the Island Nursing Home will reopen. In the meantime, a Buildings and Grounds Committee was established to make some required improvements and maintenance before the home is reopened. If anyone would like to serve on that committee, they can contact Skip Greenlaw for more information.
A citizens' initiative to get an automotive right to repair referendum question on the ballot has been deemed valid by the Secretary of State's office. On January 19th, a group of Maine repair shop owners delivered more than 83,000 signatures to the Bureau of Corporations, Elections, and Commissions. Those signatures were from voters who support the initiative. The Bureau found that more than 74,000 of those signatures are valid. A minimum of 67,000 signatures were required. Under current law, many manufacturers must send repair data and maintenance info directly to dealers while withholding it from consumers and independent shops. A right to repair law would open access to that diagnostic information, giving motorists the option to go to the mechanic of their choice or work on their own vehicles themselves without being forced to go to a dealer. The initiative will now be sent to the legislature for consideration. Lawmakers can choose to enact the bill as it's written or to send it forward to a statewide vote in November of 2023. Yeah, I guess we're still on the air. I don't know. We keep getting a little power bumps here. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more right after this.
With Voya, considering all your financial choices together can help you make smarter decisions for a more confident financial future.
Hey, it's Tandem Bicycle. You can't do that by yourself. Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
In a small town like this, you got to take care of each other.
Installation Atomizing Sons.
When Matt and I were buying this store, the credit unions found a way to do it for us.
They don't look at us as a number.
If something is even remotely possible, they find a way to get it done.
Welcome back, everyone. Paper mills used to be a huge revenue source for Maine. Now only 6 pulp and paper mills are still in operation in our state. One of them is the Sappy Somerset Mill in Skowhegan, where the employees are proudly churning out 1 million tons of paper each year. And as Jody Hersey tells us, a lot of that paper is being used to replace plastic packaging.
The Sappy Somerset Paper Mill in Skowhegan has 3 paper machines, which for years were used to produce graphics or coated paper found in magazines. Now the company is thinking outside the box and creating paper packaging as an alternative to plastic packaging.
About 5 years ago, we converted the first paper machine to paper packaging. Customers are using paper packaging for cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, that sort of thing.
The company recently announced it is investing $418 million to convert paper machine number 2 to offer the same product.
This investment is very important for the long-term future of the mill.
The Sappy Somerset Mill is also focused on being environmentally friendly on site, which is why the company uses every bit of the hardwood and softwood trees that are transported to the mill. The company says nothing is wasted.
When we bring the logs into the mill, we remove the bark and we burn the bark in our boiler to produce both steam that's used in the paper making process as well as generate our own electricity. Then we chip the tree into small chips that we then turn into pulp, but those chips contain both lignin and fiber. The fiber we use in the paper making process, and every day we're learning something new and trying to figure out how to make the process better.
With a staff of approximately 750 employees producing over 1 million tons of paper a year, there's no shortage of hands to help keep things moving and rolling into the future. In Skowhegan, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Good news for conservationists and animal welfare advocates. The new expansion at Avian Haven in Freedom is complete. The Bird Rehabilitation Clinic expanded its facility in order to care for more injured birds and turtles that are transported to the nonprofit. Avian Haven also built a staff cottage where the nonprofit's newly hired operations director, Lauren Young, can live and work on site. Executive Director Lee Hallett says these new additions give the nonprofit more flexibility.
We'll be able to provide more care and differentiated care. We'll be able to keep, for example, baby birds in a different area, and this can be where injured and ill birds are kept.
Last year, Avian Haven nurtured 3,400 birds and 75 turtles, while thousands of others were healed and released back into the wild.
They do an awful lot of good work over there.
That's true. Hey, and we'll be right back with more.
CEM DP Porter Contractors has been in business for over 40 years in the Bangor area. We specialize in design build for commercial, medical, and residential. We can assist our customers with anything from lot procurement to helping find financing for your project, along with building maintenance and renovation. CEM DP Porter Contractors is currently hiring in Herman for multiple positions, including carpenters and laborers. We offer vacation, holidays, a 3% IRA match, and competitive pay. If interested in applying, please contact Jason at 207-848-7486.
People today, they could spend half their lives over 50, but it's gonna take some planning.
What can you do for me?
Make sure your money lives as long as you do. The younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
Denture wearers can go wild with wildly adhesive C-Bond denture seals. Get 75% stronger all-day hold thanks to gradual release technology. Go wild. C-Bond. Wildly adhesive.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
150 million Americans in 38 states are on alert because of a massive cross-country storm causing extensive travel delays and power outages, from snow as far south as Los Angeles to heavy wind, ice, and blizzard conditions. The storm's got something for everyone. ABC's Jacqueline Lee has more.
This morning, the Minnesota National Guard gearing up, preparing heavy-duty vehicles for rescues in the snow. A winter storm taking shape could make history. More than 2 feet of snow could fall in the Twin Cities. In the west, heavy snow keeping state employees in Utah home today, and authorities issuing an avalanche warning. It comes after 3 hikers were killed in Washington, an avalanche sweeping them about 500 feet down a mountain. The same winter storm is bringing some of the coldest air of the season to California. Ahead of the temperature drop, strong winds hitting the Bay Area, damaging homes and knocking down power lines. And on the East Coast, a rare event for February, a possible tornado causing extensive damage in southern New Jersey.
And then it got real dark, and then things started. I never seen the wind blew like I did.
At this apartment complex, dozens of trees uprooted, the roof split open, and cars smashed.
The wind started blowing at our sliding door over here, and then my wife and my one son were home with me, and then we just went into the bathroom, and then like 30 seconds later, my car's destroyed. It was over.
Boy, it looks like just a mess, and by this time tomorrow, we'll all be dealing with it.
Yep. Devin Biggs has all the details.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. Alrighty, here we are. Winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories are posted for snow that will be moving in, and that will cause some travel issues in a few spots. These will run till about Thursday evening before more active weather will move in as we head towards early Friday morning. There's a separate round that looks to develop. But we do also have a small craft advisory up until about 7 p.m. for your Thursday as well. So Thursday night is when a lot of these advisories will begin to drop. But for now, we had some snow that moved through last night and early this morning. A lot of this is starting to back off now. So the rest of the day will look pretty decent, and a little breezy out there from time to time, too. Active weather setting up across a good part of the country. We'll have our turn coming up later on as our next round of active weather moves in early tomorrow morning. So let's get things rolling right now. So today will be fine, increasing clouds throughout the day. We'll be watching for snow starting by about 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. We'll get this round through, and then by Thursday afternoon, maybe a little bit of a break about when the advisories drop between 3 and 7 p.m. or so. But then we'll be watching for another round getting going by about 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. Another blast of snow will be moving through again. We'll get that out of here as we head towards Friday afternoon, and then afterward, things will begin to calm down. So let's get things rolling here. We're going to run this at least through when the advisories drop, which is at about 7 p.m. And in general, about 2 to 5 inches possible in a few spots, maybe some locally higher amounts before we're all finished up, especially further off towards the south and west. Then we'll get the next round moving through as we head towards early Friday morning. So by the time we wake up Friday, maybe up to 8 new inches of snow on the ground, maybe up to 9 inches in total between now and Friday before we're all finished up there, combining the two waves together. So for today is Ash Wednesday. We'll be in the mid-30s, partly cloudy and breezy. The northwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. For tonight, 10 degrees, snow arriving after midnight. The northwest wind also gusting up to around 20 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, snow likely, highs in the upper teens. We'll catch a little bit of a break later in the day. The northwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate. Some morning snow showers on Friday, highs in the low 20s, mid-teens on Saturday with a partly cloudy sky, and lower 20s Sunday with a chance for snow.
Silver Fox Automotive is a family-owned and operated company with more than 30 years of experience. We are originally from the county and offer competitive prices and promise you will be completely satisfied with our work. We offer a stress-free experience to both our new and returning customers. We only use parts from reputable brands to ensure your vehicle is safe to drive. Here at Silver Fox, there will always be a friendly face to greet you. Come see us at 2004 Audlin Road in Herman.
Are you looking to have some fun, including soaring on Skyrider, the ultimate indoor zip line? Well, come over to Urban Air, Bangor's #1 birthday party destination, located at the Airport Mall. Urban Air has gravity-defying attractions for all ages, including our Warrior Course, trampolines, enormous arcade section, and climbing walls. Call us today to schedule your birthday party. And don't forget, we have endless play memberships available as well. Urban Air, let them fly.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere. Find new experiences, find new roads. Get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $1,250 cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $2,500 cash allowance.
Good luck to the Nokomis Warriors teams from the Farmers Table in Corinna for breakfasts, lunches, dinners, and desserts made from farm-fresh ingredients. Good luck, Brewer Witches from Indoor Yard Sale. Electrify Maine wants to congratulate Bangor on a phenomenal basketball season. Electrify Maine, your #1 electrical contractor. Local news weeknights at 10 with Beth Jones and Peter Dubois on Fox 22.
The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency has ordered Norfolk Southern to pay for the cleanup of the train wreck and chemical release in East Palestine, Ohio. This happening Tuesday in the wake of federal regulators taking charge of the long-term recovery efforts there. EPA Administrator Michael Regan warned that if Norfolk Southern fails to comply with the cleanup to the extent the EPA has ordered it, then the agency will complete the work itself and seek triple damages from the company. The company is now required to reimburse the federal government for a new program to provide cleaning services for impacted residents and businesses. This tacked on to Ohio Governor Mike DeWine's request that Norfolk Southern failed to address the contaminated soil underneath its tracks, repairing the damage from the explosion and continuing to run freight again. He said the company would have to take the tracks back up and remove that soil.
All right, and because of that power outage we had, we're a little short on time and we got to go back to break, so we'll be right back with more.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
It's your journey. Own every mile in an available H-Track all-wheel drive Hyundai SUV. Lease an all-wheel drive 2023 Tucson for $239 a month, or get 0% APR for 48 months. See your Bangor Hyundai dealer.
Behind every keepsake, there's a memory. Behind every photo, there's a story. Behind Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, there's people giving back by bringing back what was thought to be lost. The details, the time, and the expertise, all packaged up behind a name that Mainers have trusted for over 35 years. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
When it comes to winter footwear, warmth, waterproof, and safety matter most. Take the drive today to Comfort Shoes and More in Newport and discover the latest in winter boot technology. We've got boots rated from -60 to 0 degrees Fahrenheit to keep your feet warm in any weather. Check out the new materials guaranteed to keep your feet dry. Relieve the anxiety of slipping and falling this winter with the new Navitech with grippers built right into the sole. Just flip it and clip it and you're ready to go. Be prepared this winter. Take the drive today to Comfort Shoes and More in Newport.
You've lived quite a life. Now, it's time to live it up. We're here to help you enjoy all you've earned. Brewer Federal Credit Union. brewerfcu.org.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is Wednesday, February 22nd, 2023. It is also Ash Wednesday, which marks the first day of Lent in Western Christian traditions, occurring 6.5 weeks before Easter. Ash Wednesday is commonly observed by fasting.
And it's also National Margarita Day, which of course may be a conflict of interest to the aforementioned holiday, depending on how you've chosen to fast, if you're deciding to fast. But hey, I guess there's something for everybody today. It's also National Take Your Dog on a Walk Day.
Three of my favorite things. Yeah.
Perfect. If you're fasting, you take the dog on a walk. Great way to celebrate.
Yeah.
On this
Actually,
day.
fasting is not one of my favorite things. I take that back. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good point.
I like to eat.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
I won't be participating. I'm sorry. On this day in history, in 1860, the shoemaking workers of Lynn, Massachusetts, striked successfully for higher wages. And in 1872, the first national convention of the Prohibition Party occurred in Columbus, Ohio. Of course, it would take 40 years for them to get prohibition as an amendment to the Constitution. And in 1923, the transcontinental air mail service begins across the country.
For birthdays today, we have George Washington, who was born on this day in 1732. Steve Irwin was born on this day in 1962. And Robert Kardashian was born on this day in 1944, one of the people that brought us the Kardashians.
It's so crazy to think of the legacy he started.
Yeah.
He started with O.J. Simpson, and now we have Kim and Kanye and all that stuff.
Yeah, thanks, Bob. Yeah.
That's right. That's all you can. Thanks, Bob. Okay, as far as the weather goes, we've all heard it by now. It's going to be a mess tomorrow. Today's the day to go out, get your snacks, your eggs, whatever.
Yeah.
Here's Devin Biggs for the forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. We have alerts in effect. This right here is a winter storm warning up until 7 p.m., including the Bangor area. We also have a winter weather advisory up until 7 p.m. Both of these are up until Thursday at 7 p.m., I'll clarify, with a small craft advisory along the coast, and that is also up until about 7 p.m. on your Thursday. So a lot of these advisories will expire at the same time, as we'll be watching for some snow that'll be moving in soon. We had a little bit of snow moving through last night and early this morning. That is now starting to taper off, so we'll be calm out there and say just a little breezy from time to time in a few spots. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, becoming partly cloudy this afternoon. Temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma?
Thank you, Devin. Well, Cole's Museum may be closed, but that doesn't mean volunteers aren't working hard preparing for the museum's opening. A handful of volunteers spent part of their day constructing a roof over the blacksmith shop inside the museum. This spot is a visitor favorite where they can learn more about the special work blacksmiths produced.
And I tell the kids that this is a very hard job. It was a lot of work to it. It was hot, and it was just have a lot of knowledge on metal and how hard it can be to move it and shape it and so forth. Yeah.
Coles Land Transportation Museum opens for the season May 1st.
It's a wonderful place. My great-grandfather was a blacksmith.
Cool.
It was hard work. I've got some of his tools they made back then.
That's very
cool. Kind of a dying art, but...
That's great that you still have
Yeah.
the tools. That's
Yes.
awesome. Maybe continue the legacy.
Yeah, I like doing that. I'm not very good at it, but
I know.
it's kind of neat.
And having the resources to do it fully,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz and Ryan Sudol will have the latest with sports.
Don't go away.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
It's the Toyota Washington's Birthday Sales Event at your all-wheel drive headquarters, giving you, for a short time only, cash-saving deals. Right now, you could save up to $1,300 cash with low 3.99% financing on an all-wheel drive Highlander. And every Highlander comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more. Hurry to the Toyota Washington's Birthday Sales Event for cash-saving deals, only at your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Defeated. You win.
I won. I won.
Want the speed to finally defeat your mortal enemy?
Oh, there he is! I won!
Only Spectrum gives you Speed Boost for the fastest wireless speeds in the palm of your hand. Get game-changing speed with Speed Boost, only with Spectrum One.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
Welcome in to Fast Break Tournament Edition, brought to you by Dorsey Furniture and Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer.
Welcome back in, everybody. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Ryan Sudol with all of your Fast Break coverage. Before we get into our tournament highlights and updates for the day, with the weather coming in this week, especially Thursday, there have been some changes to the Maine high school basketball tournament schedule. The MPA has canceled all tournament games on Thursday in all 3 sites, Bangor, Augusta, and Portland, and that cancellation has impacted both Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday's schedule. Wednesday will now feature 8 games at the Cross Insurance Center. And for Friday, Class C semifinals starting at 2 o'clock at the Cross Insurance Center, and B, C, and D regionals. It'll be a classic regional Saturday there, and that starts at 9 a.m. on Saturday. And down in Augusta on Friday will be the Class A North regional finals. Here's committee member Rick Sinclair on the MPA's decision to move the games.
They're worried about the cleanup on Friday. So instead of playing all the Thursday games on Friday, we took the early game Thursday and moved it to tomorrow and just made tomorrow an 8-game day.
Okay, now that's out of the way. It's time for some basketball. Class C girls and boys quarterfinals wrapping up on Tuesday. Let's take a peek at where we stood heading into this evening. For Class C girls, number 1 Dexter and number 8 Fort Kent faced off today, as well as number 4 Central and number 5 Mattinock-Cook. And number 3 Hodgdon will face number 2 Penobscot Valley in the semifinals. Now to the boys, number 3 Dexter and number 2 George actually that's a misprint. Fort Kent won that game. They move on to face Dexter in the semifinals. Today, Calais and Penobscot Valley, the 1 and 8 faced off, as well as the 4 and 5 for Fairfield and Woodland. So let's get to the action. Number 4 Central Red Devils against the Mattinock-Cook Lynx, the 5 seed in C North girls. They split the regular season series. This is the rubber match. Late first half, Megan House, nice pass into Caitlin Thornton. That ties it 19-all at the half. Fourth quarter, Central up. Riley Speed with it. Gets the off-balance shot to fall. Devils up 8 with minutes to go. But the Lynx would mount a comeback. House splits the defense here. Gets it in off the glass. 43-all, just 30 seconds to go. But with 4 seconds to go, Central's Chloe Daigle was fouled. 2 shots at the line for the game. She nails the first one. Her only point of the game brings Central the thrilling 44-33 win.
It's amazing. They worked so hard. I'm glad I could put that into play and have it pay off and win the game for us.
Now to the other C North girls quarterfinal game. Number 8 Fort Kent against number 1 Dexter. Final seconds of the third. Abilene Corson goes inside, dumps it to Hannah Dean, who floats it up and in. Tigers up big after 3. Fourth quarter. Callie Gaudreau on the drive, can't hit the lay-in, but Maisie Peach says, "Give me that," and puts it back. Later on, Fort Kent still down big, but Lily Oliver gets it to Lily Werntgen, and she gets the corner three with the shooter's roll. Finally, under a minute to go. Off a missed free throw, there's a scrum under the net, but Dexter's Lily Bagley comes up with it and lays it in. Dexter wins huge, 47-27.
We were really nervous, so we had to slow it down, play like we would if we were on our home wood, and just take care of the ball a little more. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
She's a character. First boys C North quarterfinal of the day here. Fort Fairfield, the 4 seed, that's a lot of Fs, against number 5 Woodland. Let's start second quarter. Blake Sino over to his brother Brett. He's money from long range. Later on, Woodland's Ethan Monk brings it past half. He's a 1,000-point scorer. Here's why. Pulls up from 12, and the score is tied at 22 at the half. To the third, Woodland would go on a little run. Here's Reese Sabatis going from one baseline to another for the lay-in. Woodland up 7 after 3, but in the fourth, the Tigers would come back. 16 seconds to go. Tigers down 1. Micah Daigle against the D just gets the lay-in to fall. They would lead and hang on. Fort Fairfield wins a thriller, 52-50.
I was kind of just doing what I usually do. I don't mean to sound cocky by that, but I saw the ball come down, and I just wanted it to go in the hoop. That's all. Just a lot of focus.
You have every right to be cocky, my friend. And for our final matchup of the night, short night, yes, number 1 Callis against number 8 PVHS. First quarter, Devils start on a run. Jacob Sakabasin to Evan Gillespie, back to Sakabasin. He finishes it off. Final seconds of the quarter now. PVHS's Isaac Dorr to Caleb Moon in the corner. How about drilling the 3 at the horn? Callis up 7 after 1. Second quarter, Sakabasin into Jeremy Turner. He gets the shot up in with the harm. Finally, here's Jace Cook here. Gonna pull up for a jumper, and he drills it. Callis would hold on to their lead in the second half and win 46-36. So let's check those semifinal matchups now. On Friday, number 1 Callis for the boys. C North will face off against 4 seed Fort Fairfield, and number 3 Dexter will face off against Fort Kent. To the girls, number 1 Dexter will face number 4 Central. That should be a fantastic game, as well as number 3 Hodgdon against number 2 Penobscot Valley. Tyler Cruz and the Bangor Daily News' Adam Robinson are standing by, waiting to do a little X's and O's breakdown of some of the upcoming semifinal matchups this week. Fellas, take it away.
All right, hello. Tyler Cruz here with a familiar face, Adam Robinson of the Bangor Daily News, here to help us break down and preview some of these semifinal matchups. Now that the quarters are all done, Adam, how's the tournament been treating you so far? First one in Bangor.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. The atmosphere is everything that people promised. A lot of close games, some upsets, and just been having a blast.
Yeah, it definitely has been a blast. So we got semifinals coming up, yeah. Class B tomorrow. So we'll start with a Class B North boys semi between Old Town and Ellsworth. Adam, you noticed some things when looking over some footage there for Ellsworth.
Yeah, when you look at Ellsworth, it's really just, it all starts with Chance Mercier right there, number 3. We have him coming down here on a fast break. It's hard to defend him. He can go right up to the hoop, and he scores right there. Here, ball goes into the middle, and you have 3 guys looking right here.
They all take a step. You can't see the arrow, but the zone just shifts to the left.
Yeah.
And that's just going to leave him wide open on that X right there.
Right.
And we'll play that clip and see where that happens up. And easy 3-pointer.
Boom. Perfect. Yeah, and it's hard here. Playing center field, finds him on the fast break. Easy does it. They have so many different scoring options.
They are good. I mean, they can run up the score. They can defend really well. Let's look at it here on the trap. Oh, they break the trap. That's a great play right there for Ellsworth. An easy 2-pointer there. Let's go to who they're playing. Old Town, number 4. That was probably one of their closest games of the regular season. They do a lot of things well. It all starts with spacing and shooting to me. I mean, here they are. Carson Ellis is going to get it on the break. He's got 2 trailers behind him and some empty space in the lane. He's actually got someone here on the weak side. So he can pick and choose his weapons. It's a 3-on-1. Gets it to Emmett Byther. Pops the jumper. That's good right there. And then here they are. This is the same exact game. It's Carson Ellis again on the break. 3 defenders on him looking his way. He's got 2 offensive players off the screen. One's on the baseline and one's at the elbow. It's going to go quick pass to the corner, and then an even quicker pass out there, wide open 3. So you really can't cheat on Old Town. They hit the 3 so well. Here it is again against John Baps, Grayson Tebow. He draws the extra defender there. That's going to leave some wide open space right where my hand is. Gabe Gifford is going to fill that space, and I'm going to back off the screen, and we'll see how that one plays out.
Yeah, I know, like you said, Old Town was the closest game with Ellsworth. They lost by 2. Ellsworth undefeated, but they gave them the run for their money.
Yeah, and I mean, talking to Ellsworth this week after some of those games, they say defense is really going to be key against Old Town. You can't let their shooters get open space like they did right there. I wouldn't be shocked if they went man, tried to stick to the shooters like glue. You have to go over your screens. Can't really go under them when you play Old Town because they have so many shooters. Let's look at an exciting Class C girls semifinal matchup here. 2 powerhouses, Penobscot Valley and Hodgdon. Adam, take it away with Hodgdon.
Yeah, Hodgdon, just similar to Ellsworth, it all starts with one player, and that's Anna Oliver right there, number 32. We have a pass here from 2022 last year. Look at this, left hand, sees the person right under the hoop. Look at this laser beam to
she's
her.
So good. And the vision is so well. She's basically got a defender right in her face.
Yeah.
It's almost a no-look pass with her left hand.
It really is. She knew where that person was. Here she is. She drives, and this number 2 defender has so much to decide on what they have to do because she can pull up right there. She can drive, and she can dish. She goes up with the little floater, and of course it's good.
She scares you with the passing a little bit there, and then that opens it up. Here she is. She's being face guarded all game by Isabel Pryor on Central Aroostook. So what does she do? She doesn't hesitate. She knows she has to pass. That's what's going to bring her team the win. Gets it to Megan Peters immediately. This is what I noticed there. She draws the double team, no hesitation, and let's see how that one plays out. You got easy 2 right there as Lexi Ratcliffe fills the empty space. And Penobscot Valley, they are pretty good too. Let's just watch this in real time here. Nope, we'll go right to Penobscot Valley. I like to call them havoc creators. Let's back up the screen here because we really need to see the full thing. Here's just a quick full court press, a trap right there, and that's going to result in a turnover and an easy 2 points. This was against PCHS earlier in the year. They also can do it on offense. They can get out and run too. This is textbook fast break right there. I think there was one dribble on that, Adam.
Right.
That's how you score fast. And in the tournament where there's not a lot of points, you need to score. But this is what's most impressive. Right here on the fast break, she's trying to go baseline in that open space where you are, but she's going to get met with a defender right away. As soon as she turns the corner, another trap, forces an errant pass, and a turnover. This is, I think, the very next possession here for Penobscot Valley. They're just so long and lanky. Look at all the havoc they cause on defense. Would you be comfortable playing offense against this team?
Absolutely not. Their starting 5 is all the same size, and they're so quick. They're quick to double and quick into passing lanes.
They're everywhere. Call them Brady King. And here they are on offense, too. They're another team that you really can't slip up on defense. They draw the extra defender there. There's open space right there. And we play the clip. I think you know what's going to happen by now. You can't leave open space to these teams that can shoot. That's Riley Moulton.
Too easy.
Easy 3-point bucket right there.
Right.
All right, this isn't going to be the first time we are here for X's and O's. You'll be back later in this week wrapping up our previewing some of the Class A North finals when we get those matchups set. Adam, this was a blast. Thanks for coming on. We have plenty of more fast break after this. Ryan, this one's coming back to you.
Hey, thank you, Tyler. That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after this.
Silver Fox Automotive is a family-owned and operated company with more than 30 years of experience. We are originally from the county and offer competitive prices and promise you will be completely satisfied with our work. We offer a stress-free experience to both our new and returning customers. We only use parts from reputable brands to ensure your vehicle is safe to drive. Here at Silver Fox, there will always be a friendly face to greet you. Come see us at 2004 Audlin Road in Herman.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want and zero compromises. Just go to anthemainehealth.com/answers or call 855-753-3928 for a one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a free gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for zero extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,500 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. nationwide. Call Anthem Maine Health at 855-753-3928 or visit anthemmainhealth.com/answers and get a Medicare Advantage plan with zero compromises for you and your wallet.
We begin in the Pendleton Whiskey Buck and Shoot.
Ryan Solo has a lot of intensity.
The kick on this one.
Yeah.
Get to the eight. Come on. All day long.
Leaders at Habitat for Humanity of Greater Portland say they're thinking about former President Jimmy Carter and reflecting on his legacy. Carter is one of Habitat for Humanity's biggest and most notable volunteers, volunteering with the organization for decades. He's helped build or fix thousands of homes for those in need, drawing awareness to the organization, and Portland's executive director says they would have never seen the growth if not for his work. Carter has worked with Habitat for Humanity for more than 35 years.
You now, of course, is in hospice care.
Right.
We don't like to hear that.
Right.
All right, before we go, one last check of that weather forecast. A big winter storm on the way.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. Alrighty, here we are. Winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories are posted for snow that will be moving in, and that will cause some travel issues in a few spots. These will run till about Thursday evening before more active weather will move in as we head towards early Friday morning. There's a separate round that looks to develop. But we do also have a small craft advisory up until about 7 p.m. for your Thursday as well. So Thursday night is when a lot of these advisories will begin to drop. But for now, we had some snow that moved through last night and early this morning. A lot of this is starting to back off now. So the rest of the day will look pretty decent, and a little breezy out there from time to time, too. Active weather setting up across a good part of the country. We'll have our turn coming up later on as our next round of active weather moves in early tomorrow morning. So let's get things rolling right now. So today will be fine, increasing clouds throughout the day. We'll be watching for snow starting by about 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. We'll get this round through, and then by Thursday afternoon, maybe a little bit of a break about when the advisories drop between 3 and 7 p.m. or so. But then we'll be watching for another round getting going by about 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. Another blast of snow will be moving through again. We'll get that out of here as we head towards Friday afternoon, and then afterward, things will begin to calm down. So let's get things rolling here. We're going to run this at least through when the advisories drop, which is at about 7 p.m. And in general, about 2 to 5 inches possible in a few spots, maybe some locally higher amounts before we're all finished up, especially further off towards the south and west. Then we'll get the next round moving through as we head towards early Friday morning. So by the time we wake up Friday, maybe up to 8 new inches of snow on the ground, maybe up to 9 inches in total between now and Friday before we're all finished up there, combining the two waves together. So for today is Ash Wednesday. We'll be in the mid-30s, partly cloudy and breezy. The northwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. For tonight, 10 degrees, snow arriving after midnight. The northwest wind also gusting up to around 20 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, snow likely, highs in the upper teens. We'll catch a little bit of a break later in the day. The northwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate. Some morning snow showers on Friday, highs in the low 20s, mid-teens on Saturday with a partly cloudy sky, and lower 20s Sunday with a chance for snow.
When you've experienced fire and smoke damage in your home, when pipes break and you have water everywhere, when you're concerned about your family's health because of mold, you need a friendly face to take care of it all. You need the friendly faces of Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. We're just a click or call away. Whatever life throws at you, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is here for you. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories. We'll handle the rest.
Fear, pain, and anxiety are all feelings associated with dental treatments, but it doesn't have to be that way. Dental lasers offer a way to remove tooth decay without using the dental drill. In fact, we do most dental fillings here at Twin City Dental without numbing, so no needle. And for treatments like root canals or having many teeth extracted, we also provide IV sedation. So call Twin City Dental for your next dentist appointment.
It is said that the eyes are the windows into the soul, which begs the question, can a window have a soul? At Renewal by Andersen, we think so. When it's a window forged from Fibrix and over 100 years of refined craftsmanship, the essence of who we are transforms into a superior, stunningly beautiful window. So yes, a window can have a soul. For a limited time, take advantage of this great offer. Find out why we are the better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Autumn of Life Home Care is a great place to work. The team here provided me with all the opportunities and experience necessary to grow within the company, all while working around my busy college schedule. They provided all the necessary licensing and training. It truly was the job that kickstarted my career.
Autumn of Life Home Care in Brewer is a licensed agency with personal support specialists.
Let our compassionate, reliable, considerate caregivers make your life a little easier by providing assistance for you or your loved one.
Autumn of Life Home Care. We focus on you. Apply today.
A state police trooper is making the rounds on social media after helping out an injured animal Monday night. Trooper Samuel Tulumak was patrolling along Interstate 95 in Fairfield when he came across a motorist that needed assistance. While he was helping out the motorist, he found an injured barred owl in the middle of the interstate. The owl was placed in an animal carrier and taken to the Warden Service headquarters in Sydney. A state biologist will now take a look at the owl, and if needed, it will be transported to an avian rehabilitation center. Hopefully, the barred owl gets well soon. Pretty neat.
It's a fairly iconic selfie now.
Yeah, right?
Very cool.
I'll make that
happy.
my profile picture right now.
Yeah, forever. Yeah. Well, the Somerset Snowfest is in full swing in Skowhegan. The annual event is now in its 5th year, bringing communities together to celebrate Maine and support local businesses with free activities like downhill kayaking, an ice hole tournament, and many other winter-themed games. On Tuesday, around 50 Mainers came together to track down a Yeti in